I'm gonna make a part 2. Something I wanted to bring up, but I didn't know if I had enough time for. I would put the timer, but that distracts me. Is the fact that I don't think speaking to you right now with words is the best way to communicate these emotional strings. I guess it's practical if you want to communicate with other people on a human level, you know, on a basis of knowing something. But the best way I can think of understanding the concept of the soul and the concept of rationality is through almost intangible things. Things that borderline, like music. I would love a world where people never spoke but only expressed in song, like a 24-hour musical or a marathon of Glee. And maybe not Glee, because Glee has a lot of homosexual themes, but that is the way I dream in music, and I'm not making that up. Every time I sleep, I dream in song. I dream in songs sometimes I don't even know. I make up musical orchestras in my head, and for the love of me, I can't remember them when I wake up, or else I might become a brilliant musician. I believe art can also qualify, but I personally am not one for painting or anything like that. I do tend to write, though, but writing is better than speech. Like, if you're going to communicate an idea, it is better to do it through writing, in the sense of a fictional story to express oneself, or through comedy, or something to that effect. It seems to me that it has more force behind it than simply saying words, because I notice that whenever I type something or I speak it to you like I'm talking to you right now, it doesn't seem to have a big effect. You notice I only have like 12 subscribers. I maybe get like 100 views if I'm lucky. So obviously me talking to you like a human being isn't working. Maybe because that human beings are flawed. Not because, you know, of some human beings are inherently sinful and shit, but human beings are a clusterfuck. We are being pulled by so many strings at one time that we have no objective meaning in our lives. We have to give ourselves meaning. We have to give ourselves motivation and direction to become one of these examples of emotional spectrum. And that's why I like smoking in my videos. I don't do this to look cool. This is my form of prayer and meditation. Smoke is it is without shape. It is this wisp of different things going in all directions. It's beyond the typical three-dimensional foundation of an object that is simply what it is. It can come in all different sizes and, you know, variables, and I love that. I love how you cannot control the way smoke is going to come out. Every time I smoke, it's a little bit different, and I adore that. I wish I was like that. I wish I was smoke. I wish that no one could, you know, come down against what I say, and you could not contain me. I could only simply float in the air, and, you know, there'd be no way to capture it, delete it, ban it. It simply is, and you have to deal with that. That is reality, and you cannot escape reality. So that is another video explaining partially what, you know, I feel. I cannot explain this all in a video, or even 10 videos, because this is something that took 26 years to come to. I've lived a long life. I've dealt with a lot of bullcrap. I have regrets. I have shames. I have things I'm proud of. Not many things, but a few things. And, you know, I can't honestly say I've actually read any philosophy books. I know I might sound like I do, but I have never actually sat down and read any philosopher. Even if I speak well about them, it's because of something I read online, like Aristotle or Nietzsche. But I've never actually read philosophy. I probably should, but, I get busy with other shit. So, if I, say something like, so-and-so said this, or so-and-so thinks that, and you're like, that's incorrect, oh well. I haven't actually read their books or anything, but based off personal experiences and assumptions, that's what I go on. So, you could take that as you will. You can say that that's full of shit, you could say that's a haphazard way to go about life, but you know what? The fact is that I'm going to get banned and treated like shit no matter what I do. And if I'm successful and I liberate myself and others on the internet, I'm going to do that regardless of whether or not you think I'm conducting myself in a good way. Whether or not you think I'm smart or dumb, or whether you think I'm correct or incorrect, all that matters is that it gets done. So, that's, I guess, the underlining truth. That is the, what's the word I was going for? It's a physics term, but I'm a little dizzy right now from the smoke. But, that is the universal principle, that reality is what it is. And we can change it, we can shape it, we can even deny it to some level. We can stick our head in the sand and pretend it doesn't exist, but it will always be there. And we'll have to learn to accept that at some point. I had to learn to accept the fact that my ex was a fucking bitch, and that she didn't love me, no matter how sweet I was to her, or how much I cared about her, or how loyal I was. I could have been getting a lot of pussy, but instead I chose to be with that skank. And that is the truth I have to live with, the fact that she is an evil cunt. I have to live with the truth that moderators are also evil cunts. They're a different kind of evil cunt. My ex, I can live with. I can live with what she did, because it doesn't stop me from being me. It might stop me from something I desire at the moment, i.e. to be with her and fuck her, but it doesn't stop me from growing spiritually. But what moderators do does. Moderators suppress my opinion. They suppress my attempts to project myself out there onto you and to cause tangible change within the world. We are all engineers. We are all architects. If you're not exercising that right and that ability, you're worthless. That's why I call the vast majority zombies, because like zombies, you hobble around, you're dead inside, and you may as well be shot. You might as well be like in some bad B horror movie where, you're just like this vicious, unthinking mass of flesh that moans and, just waits to die or consume his next meal. Because that is essentially what the vast majority of you are. And that is not intended to be an insult, because honestly, I don't think you're going to get insulted. You don't care. If you cared, you'd do something about it, or you would take my words and it would snap something in you. It would spark something. I don't care if my videos make you angry, if they make you think, if they make you laugh. I just want it to do something. I want it to do something that has results that I can see with my own eyes. I want there to be objective truth. And I know there is objective truth, but I don't see it often enough. Or I do, but it is always bad. I want to see positive objective truth. Because I know evil exists, but it is very rare I see good exist. I see good sometimes, but it is nowhere near as often as evil. And I don't think I covered that quite well enough in the last video. So this is my attempt at explaining it to you a little more in depth of how I'm very artsy, and I think smoking and music are the best ways to express reality as it really is. This is probably why many people think I'm a stoner, but I assure you that I am not smoking anything illegal. This is just normal tobacco. So that's it.